Hello and welcome to the stream. Tonight we're returning to Factorio Industries. Last time we set up all the cracking and turned on advanced oil processing. We also delivered a couple more products to the base, including the plastic and the sulfur. I think we did those last time. We might have done them the time before that. And we also finished the mission we've been sitting on from Mining Space Industries and Gladys, about Gladys for a while now, probably for about 4 episodes or so, where we had to actually research, where's it at? Research. We had to actually use that MSI laboratory to research using the Gladys core there. You can see down in the tooltip on the bottom there, the bottom of the tooltip there, and learn robotics, and then we got a new mission. So that's on the agenda for tonight. What's also on the agenda first, though, is setting up a output station for solid fuel and an output station for rocket fuel. We're going to need the rocket fuel eventually for the base, and I don't know if we'll actually use the solid fuel or not, but I want to have it station set up and ready to export it, assuming we do. Let's just go ahead and set that up. We'll get that rolling. We're doing oil dash solid fuel. We're gonna go nearly black with these, maybe like 30 or so. This is a really sort of dark gray, so I think that'll be okay. And then rocket fuel. Rocket fuel has kind of an orangey color, maybe. If you look at the icon here. I have to hunt for it. I can never see it. Oh, we haven't researched yet. That's why. We haven't researched yet. We actually can't set this up just yet until we research it. But it has that kind of orangey color there in the canister. Let's try and find, I think that's red and a little bit of green, maybe. I think that's orange. Huh. Okay. Rocket fuel. All right. Okay, there we go. Not quite the orange that I wanted, but what to do to make it different. And it could just be the way that Factorio renders the colors too. Alright, so let's go ahead and set up solid fuel making. I want to eventually be able to output probably 2.5 rocket fuel per second. So that's not that much. But let's just kind of see how much rocket fuel we need, or how much solid fuel we need to make that much rocket fuel. Let's see, hidden, disabled, yes. Rocket fuel. I'm doing 2.5 because that'll be the equivalent of all yellow assemblers at the amount of science we've set up otherwise. And I'm also kind of considering, yeah, we want to, well, let's do 1.5 with blue machines. That's actually more appropriate, I think. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it. No, let's do it as 2.5 because I want to make sure I'm making enough solid fuel because we're not going to change the machines on the solid fuel. So we want 60 machines. We also want solid fuel made from light oil. I am going to actually, though, set up the assemblies also to make solid fuel out of heavy oil and petroleum, and we're just going to control them with pump conditions, with certain conditions attached to pumps. So I want 60 machines set up to make rocket fuel. We're only going to use the blue machines, though, so I need to go get some more. And we want 50 chemical plants set up to make solid fuel. And I might actually do 60, that way we have a little bit of surplus going into the train station. That's a lot. A lot. And actually, we're probably not producing enough oil. Can't handle that kind of output yet anyway. Because we're barely producing enough to crack what we've got. Now, how many chemical plants do we have on us? 20. Set up a few. Because we're going to need a few for heavy oil cracking. Or heavy oil to solid fuel, I mean. Yep, yeah, it is. Oh, these don't need to be spaced. What am I talking about? They do not need to be spaced. Alrighty. So then we just do pipe like this. Down there. Put some lights in here. We're gonna need to go get some more lights as well. Actually, I should just go ahead and put this in right there. And in fact, we don't even need to do underground, so we could just do straight pipe. That would be easier. Then we can do an underground here. And of course it doesn't reach, so we'll go all the way to there. Extend this down a little bit more. Alright, there's our rocket fuel. And we're out of pipes too. Excellent. Alright. So I think I will do... Oh, we need a circuit condition here. Do. Right, and then this is going to only be enabled when heavy oil is greater than 24K. I think I'm going to change the cracking down to 23K. That's fine to be 24K of lube. Should put pumps in here. 2 left. Can I make any more, or do I need to go get some more stuff? Nope, I can make more. Okay. So I should put some pumps in here. I don't have any pipes. Alright, we'll do that later. I should put some pumps in here to make them at like 1,000, just so that they run kind of equally. But we'll go ahead and do that in a little bit. So let's just do like 4 of these, I think, will be enough. We can always add more later. And then I want to take these and copy them down here. Actually, first, let's put a belt in. Go like this. And this produces 1 solid fuel every 2 seconds, so yellow inserters are more than enough for that. And let's copy this. Guess I could have done that one as well. And now we need to definitely go get some more pipes. We are out of straight pipes. We are out of everything. So this, I want to copy that condition. But I set a condition there. I did not. Bear heavy oil greater than 24,000. And this will be... Oh, this is going to be a minute. That. Paste. This will be for the petroleum gas. I want the same rule, but for petroleum gas. So this is only if this storage tank gets actually full. Basically, it's just kind of set up there as a overflow, so that if it happens that those get full, then we can burn some off by making solid fuel, and then subsequently making that into rocket fuel. Oh wait, we need to go over here. Okay. Let's see, let's take a couple more stacks of belts. Or to have belts. We're good on the other stuff. Need 50 of those. Good on inserters. Like we're good on power poles. We need pipes. We need chemical plants. Chemical plants should be up here near the end. Yep, there they are. That's 40. We were going to need... was it 50? You know what, in fact, I think I will just only put 50 cracking the... or making solid fuel out of the light oil because of the few we put down for the others. So I want to grab... Oh, we have 50 something. Okay. That'll be good then. I think that was all we needed. We should grab some more lights. We're almost out of lights, too. What else can we research? Ooh, we can do nanobot range. That's always good. Those popped up because we did electric engines. Uranium processing wouldn't be bad. This is Logibots. We need to build some bot arrays. Construction robotics wouldn't be bad either. Actually, we will need this because we need this for Gladys. Go ahead and take that. Might as well do the logistics bots. Hopefully there aren't any other researches that it goes crazy to us on. But we know how to undo that if we need to. Grab all the lights. Now we can head back to the oil station. Make a quick stop right out there. Oh wow, we burned through all those green, all that wood making those green circuits. Wasn't expecting that. But I guess we probably burned through them making all the red circuits. Makes sense. And of course I drove straight into that pipe. Maybe I need some of those driving mods. Okay, let's do this while we're here. Put this pump in there. Got red wire to it. And only when there's at least 1,000 petroleum gas. Do the same thing here. What did I hear? So it's slightly more visible. And we need this. Yeah. And then that'll also be 1,000. And so that's just so we have a little bit in here to give us a burst every time it hits 1,000 in the tank. It pushes a burst into both of these arrays and keeps them both relatively happy. Okay. And then we'll copy this one more time. Oh, we need to hook it up first, I guess. That would be good. Goes to here. And there. Copy this one more time now. I'm going to go all the way to the power pole so I don't have to put that all back in. 2, 3. Clear the recipe so that I can set the recipes. And we'll make this one out of the light oil. And this is going to run whenever the light oil... So let's see. Cracking runs at 23K. No, we want the cracking to be at 24K. That was correct before. This one should be at 23K. Because we always need to have solid fuel. Hey, Phasian. Welcome home. Hope your drive was uneventful, at least as far as Los Angeles goes. Let's straighten this out, because we need a lot of these. I think we said 50, and I'm actually going to put them on both sides. That's probably the best option. Let's flip this like that. That out there like that. And we just need to copy this piece all like this. Put it down right there where that pipe was. And we should probably go ahead and extend this down. Do this. Copy and paste that. So now that one will also run at 23K. And we have no connection. Go. That looks so weird. Oh, because this... Yeah. We don't have any copper wire on us. Sometimes I don't like when it does this. So I... Sometimes we'll clear one of those connections just so it looks a little bit nicer. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy talk, man. All right, so we have the 23,000. So these will make solid fuel until their belt is backed up, like it is now. And then they will allow the cracking to crack. All right, so that's a bank of 8. Oh, I didn't extend this pipe out. Copy that again. 16, we wanted 50? It was? Yes. This is going to be way overkill right now, but we're going to be bringing in more oil later on, so we'll have plenty later on. 24. See if I can count by 8. 32. Uh-oh. Running into a copper patch. You know what? Let's do this in 2 rows so that I don't have to bury that copper patch. 8. 16. That's 16 and 32. That's 48. Let's just do one more. Maybe a half a one here. No, maybe we'll do a whole one. And that's too many. That's 48. Let's take off these last ones here. And we'll take this off here too. And we'll just balance it out by putting 2 of these right here. But we don't have the plants for it because, yeah. 56, yeah, that's a little overkill, but... Okay. And we'll copy this piece one more time into here. Oops. And we're out of pipes. Because of course I didn't get enough. Oh, we didn't build the ones. Oh, I did build the ones on the end. Right, and then I'm going to skip that one and just come right down here. Yeah, that's exactly it. The base is undersized for the solid fuel production. Right, I'll be bringing in more oil. We'll be fine. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this belt... I'm going to merge these 2 belts, because these are not going to produce very much. I say that while it's producing. Wow, we stored up that much already? Nice. How much solid fuel is this? 25? So this is more than a yellow belt anyway. We're gonna need a red belt for this, unless I do this. 2 belts. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad plan. I should take this one more out, just to make it balanced. We're picking up a bunch of solid fuel, but hey, who cares? We'll put it in the train. Or actually, we'll put it into the rocket fuel makers to get them started. Okay, then we'll just have 2 belts coming out like this, and that'll be fine. So now we need to build 60 of these blue machines making rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is made new, or in this new, newer release of the game is made by using light oil and solid fuel instead of just solid fuel. I'm targeting making this much rocket fuel, which is 2.5 per second, which is how much I'll need for the rocket once everything's doing yellow machines. But then I'm just making it out of the blue machines so that I'm only getting 1.5 per second right now. While I'm down here doing it, I figured I might as well do it all. So these we can do a couple of different ways. We could just run a pipe like that. Well, I bet this is probably the best way to do it. Or at least this, to me, is the best way to do it. So I'm going overkill right now, but I think it'll be fine. So what I'm doing here is I need to have 10 shallow fuel in every 30 seconds. And it outputs 1 rocket fuel. So what I'm planning on doing is just doing like this. And then like that. And then we'll just do the power pole. Actually, you know what? Let's put the power pole in the center. Yeah, let's do that instead. In. Out, out. Power pole in the middle. That way it covers all of it together. Then we can make this be a little bit longer. And I'm going to do 30 of these. Was it 60? Yeah, it's 30 of these on each side. So basically, 1 belt of solid fuel will power 1 row of makers. Oh, don't be goofy. Where's that other line going then? Going all the way to there? Weird. Okay. Do I need... I might as well put it there. I may not need it, but I might as well. And then you're going to need to have a power pole there, apparently. Connect everything up. Alright, so I can take this now. Don't need the power pole. But it's 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is, of course, gross over... And I, of course, don't have enough pipes. Because why would I? And we're not going to make all of them yet. Oh, no, that's going to bother me. Gotta line the power poles up right. How many of these can we make? A lot. Right? So I'm going to also kind of shortchange myself a little bit on these. Just so I don't, again, run over this copper patch. We're going to start mining that soonish. So once we get the base really cranking up, we're going to need it. So it won't be here for long. Making all the pipes. The old-fashioned way. And then this also needs to be at... Gosh, does this also need to be at 23K? I think so. But no? We ran out of red inserters too. I think this also needs to be at 23k or even 22k. The logic being that I'd rather the light oil go to make the rocket fuel first, and then once we get starved out on solid fuel and the rocket fuel's backed up on light oil, then we get to make the solid fuel. I don't know if that's good logic or not, but hey, it's logic. That's all any of us can ask for is logic. There, and we don't have any more of those. Oh, of course. And you need to have a power pole. All right. Too far? No. It's just not, there's not enough light oil in the system. So now these come down. Get plugged into those. And then this will come out. This. And go up here somehow. We'll just bring it... Okay, so a couple things. I want to bring the solid fuel up here. Maybe we can have a belt of solid fuel and then a belt of rocket fuel. I'm just going to do this kind of a lazy way, like this. Right, and you guys can go away. So can you, and so can you. And then that was horrible, because of course it was. Oh, let's go dump some of this solid fuel off. Then I just want to put this in the train like this. And we'll do the same kind of thing. This one. And some of that. And of course it lines up just perfectly. Just my luck. Nope. Yeah, we'll put it right there. Alright, so we need red inserters. We need some more chemical plants. We ended up making enough pipes. I think that's it. And then we have all the stuff. What I wanted to accomplish down here for the beginning part of this episode. We're going to eventually have to set up some pumping stations and bring the crude oil in here. But for now, we're making enough oil products to power the base we have. It'll just be as we get closer to the rocket that we'll need to expand it to take care of all the rest of the stuff. Okay. Red inserters. Chemical plants. That's what it was. And we also need to expand on our sort of to-do list. And it's probably not. Nope, we're going to need to make... Next things we're making are batteries. So we're going to need some of them in a minute anyway. Let's take some more yellow insert. Not that many. We don't need nearly that many. I don't think. Actually, you know what? We'll take 2 full stacks. I should really upgrade all these machines to blue. I think we did all the science the last time. This kind of also gives us a gauge as to what do we have a surplus of. Oh, we must have a surplus of petroleum gas because this is running. We don't have a surplus of heavy oil because this isn't running. So it kind of gives us a little bit of an idea of that. Yeah, because we don't have enough lubricant. We're still filling these up. Okay, that's why. These are just running non-stop, these 4. Excuse me, thank you. Run along down here, make sure we top everything off. Oh, those guys, that's what it was. Oh, so we must have just had enough red inserters. That was convenient. Alright. And I guess I should have got some more pipes, too, from when we set up batteries. But we're going back up to the main bus anyway. So we'll grab some pipes while we go up there. And then we'll go start setting up batteries. What else do we want to research for now? Lasers would be good. Worker robot speed is good. Logistics trash slots are good. Cargo size. Lab research speed is good. Eventually we'll want to take this one, but I'm not quite really there yet. Inserter capacity bonus would be good. Actually, that's probably only stack. Yeah. Alright, that's good for now. We don't need to really zip through the researches because we're moving faster than the research is moving faster than we are, so not a huge deal. All right, let's go get some pipes and then we will set up batteries. Now with batteries, I normally set them up, or I normally have sulfuric acid on the bus. But I didn't do that this time. I put sulfur on the bus because we need it for science. We don't need that much for science and we have a full belt. So my thoughts are we could just simply put the battery, or the sulfuric acid making that we need for the batteries right here in the bus, right here in the line with the batteries, instead of piping it all the way in and then putting it in there. So let's add a new recipe here for batteries, and we can take this off now. Only show the stuff we need to see. I can never remember how many batteries that I really like to use. If I did 5, what does that look like? That's pretty good. 20 chemical plants. But like I said, we aren't bringing in sulfuric acid, we're bringing in sulfur. So we need to do this, let's see, into chemical plants making sulfuric acid. That's good. So we're going to do that. So we need iron, we need sulfur, we need water, and we need copper. It's going to be just under a half a belt of iron and just under a half a belt of copper, so we'll go halfsies on that one, and we'll bring in a full belt of sulfur all the way up, just to these 2 machines, and then the water as well. So, chemical plants. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Water in, batteries out. No, sulfuric acid. There we go. Let's see, what does this look like? So we could just do We could, in theory, do a solid pipe connecting all of these. These are going to need iron in as well as sulfur in. Means we need to have a belt on the outside here and a belt on the outside here. Which means that we need to have this, oops, like this and like this. So we're going to have to do the pipes like this. Actually, we don't need that one. So it doesn't really matter which one of these is which, except that here we need iron and copper in, and we're going to be putting batteries out. So I almost want to do... Actually, we're going to need a space in here for a power pole. I almost want to reverse these. Actually, more than almost, I do want to reverse these. So this is the water coming in, and this is the sulfuric acid going out. And then these are the batteries getting made here. Power poles. There as well. So this can be the sulfur coming in here. And this can be the iron and copper on each side of this belt here. Because the sulfur can end right here. It doesn't need to go any further. And then the batteries can come out like this and turn their way out like that. And we'll have them coming out like this. One battery every 4 seconds. Actually, these could probably be yellow going in here too. Yeah, they could be. These could all be yellow as well, because they're not moving that much product. These ones are moving 1 item per second. Well, that's potentially pushing it on a yellow. And these are moving 2 items every 4 seconds, so yellow's more than enough for that. Alright, so I want to copy this. We need 20 of these total. I need to, of course, fix this belt here. That's 4 now. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. And we are out of belts. How did I get this thing all shifted here? There we go. We're out of belts, we have too many trees. Trees need to die. Aladorn, if you're here, you're welcome. Alright, belts, belts, belts. Did pick up enough chemical plants. We have plenty left. Excuse me. I need to drive in a straight line. Drive on the top side of the bus, or the path. Maybe that many. And we need more iron. We have more iron, we just haven't hooked it up yet. I cannot drive in a straight line. Alright. We have plenty more iron we haven't hooked up yet. There we go. So now there's 20 of these. So at 10, which is right here, we need to do our little squiggly. Like that. So we put 10, put half on each side of the bus, each side of the belt rather. Bring in our iron. And our copper here. So put the iron on this side, because it'll be easiest to do. Copper can go there. Copper goes there, and then we need sulfur here. All right, and then we'll have batteries out. I had planned a spot for batteries on the bus. Where did I put that? Batteries I wanted to put with the steel and the concrete, so that'll go down here. Go right here for batteries. Marking my place there. Okay, this will be fine. Oh, we need to connect up the water too. We don't have water on the bus, but we do need to make thing here. That'll take a minute because I don't have any motors and engines, or yeah, motors and electric motors on me. Will it fit in here, or did I not give myself enough space for it? I think it's 5x5. Haha, it is. Okay, that's gonna go right there. You can come down here, exit across, and it's alive. Okay. Excellent. We now have batteries being made. Alright. I'm disappointed that they don't look like Duracells anymore, but I can understand why they don't. I think they should have told Duracell it was going to be free advertisement. And let them deal with it, but that's just me. That is the end of our undergroundies. Okay, these are going to have to go that way as well. We need to go buy some undergroundies. And we'll get some more splitters while we're at it. Alright, he is complaining because he's in there and we need to help him, and we haven't made bots yet, so it's going to have to relax for a little bit. Man, drive on the correct side, Wally. Get 100 of those, half a stack of those. Let's go figure out how to set up bots. I think I'm probably going to shortcut the batteries straight into the bots. Some people scoff at that, but I don't mind. Alright, so bots, I think the setup I like to do either makes one of each per second or one per second. Wait, you guys hear that? Receiving a dress call on the radio. Engineers, put that radio on. I don't know how to do a radio. Maybe that's just something. All right. Bots. Bots are here. Ooh, look, Gladys. If I do one of these per second, and I do one of these backwards per second, and that tells me that I need... Yeah, it wasn't that many. Oh, man. That's a lot. See what that... I do have a blueprint. I'm just wanting to not use it exactly. This does 1, 2, 3. Because I may not be able to use it either. Oh, it's Freeman. He's alive. He doesn't know where. He's stuck inside a shipwreck. Okay, we need to go rescue Freeman. We will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's much less. That's more like 0.1 each. Here. It's more than 0.1, but you get the idea. Oops. That's it right there. Stop. Okay. So we need to make electric engine units, which we haven't actually made yet. So here's an idea. Instead of making the electric engine units here. Wow. Yes, definitely instead of making the electric engine units here. I think I want to make another assembly for them on the bus next to where we're making the engines. And then only make the actual robot pieces here and belt in the electric engines. Let's take these off, and this will actually be what our recipe looks like here, where we just have circuits and steel and batteries and electric engines coming in. All right, so let's go make some electric engines. Yeah, I agree. If they still have Mr. Fusion, then they need to have the copper tops. That seems like a logical thing to me. I'm surprised they haven't replaced Mr. Fusion yet either. So electric engines. We already see that at least for this, we need to have 1.2 per second. I think we need to have probably not much more than that because we're only doing a few for the mall. Let's target 2 per second. Let's see what that looks like. It's probably going to be a nightmare. But let's see what 2 per second looks like. Yeah. That's a lot of machines, but okay. And we need lubricant for this. We have not started bringing lubricant yet, so we'll need to bring a train in with lubricant on it. Alright, let's go down toward... I left a space. Oh, okay, we need Gordon Freeman to help with the nuke technology. Interesting. And this is the space that I left, right here. So, for these, we need electric motors, which we have on the bus. We need engine units, which we have on the bus and also right next door. And we need green circuits, which we have plenty of. Well, I don't know about plenty, but we have capability of plenty of. And we need lubricant. I think we can go half belt of any of the two of these. Maybe the ones that are coming off the bus. Because I think I'm going to shortcut these. Or can I? I can't easily. Because of the way that I set this up. Oh, okay. I was like, why are you stuck? I put this too close to the bus. And now I can't easily shortcut it in. So it's not really going to matter. Maybe we'll just put the engines and the electric motors on the same belt. And then the green circuits on another belt. Okay, so let's see. We'll put this in here. Think about how we want to do this. Well, first of all, the way that I want to do this is I want to get rid of these power poles strung across everywhere. So let's take these guys out. You're gone. You're all gone. Okay, this is Electric engine. We're gonna have to do it like this, I think. Or not. Could do it like this. And we could go just under the belt, like that. We bring a belt in on either side, and a belt out here. Actually, what might make more sense is to do a double row of these. Like this. And then bring a belt in on the other side as well. Kind of overkill as far as belt storage goes. That. Like that. Kind of overkill as far as belt storage goes, but who's counting? Put these on the outside maybe. Then we'll have 2 inputs. No. Inputs. Outputs. Inputs. Outputs. Need some more of these power poles. There, and we're done. Need to shift the whole thing over now, of course. And let's pick up some of these. These. Right. You need to go out here. This. What else we need? We need more nanobots. We're definitely starving on iron. Alright, let's move this. Give it some more space here. Oops. So we need 26 of these. We're going to make 28. That's 8. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright, well, that's 8 again. 16. 24. 28. And of course, I didn't put enough pipes in here. So now we have to fix it. There you go. A bit of room here. There we go. So I think we'll put the green circuits here. And then we'll put the motors and the engines on the outside. The reason being that the green circuits, we only need 2. If we put the green circuits on their own belt, we only need 2 items off of that belt every second, so that the red inserters won't have as hard of a problem with it. Those motors and engines. There's electric motors. I pinned this. Routed over there, but it's fine. Electric motors, so let's take this out here. Then, like, nope, one more than that. Like this. That. And this is likewise. I'm going to do the reverse of the spaghetti here, though. So that these go this. Yeah, that's fine. The only reason being so that we're pulling from both sides kind of evenly. And then the green circuits. And I think I can just force these to be on a half a belt because we don't need that many. These will come down and get onto the bus. Okay, of course I did. You know what? Who cares? Just put them all on there. Not that much. Nope, need to turn that around. Not that much, not that big of a deal. Oh well. Alright, you need to be a splitter right there. Let's just do this. Go one way, you go the other. Alright, so we have... I did not put a radar down there. We have a lubricant train ready to go. We just need some place to park it over here. Sulfur. We need to go over there because we need to do some surgery on the train station. And I think I will spaghetti it through this mess. One way or another. So I think the best thing to do is just pick a station and do it. Excuse me. No, stop. No, no, stop. Stop. No. You don't need any of this stuff. You don't need any of that. Okay. Now you can build all the rest of it. I don't care. And copy this train. Get onto the station. All this base lubricant. Trains. Be you. Yes, it is you. Go from oil lubricant, full cargo, to base lubricant, empty cargo. Engage. Sure, you can build that station too. I don't mind. Ooh, who did this? I have it, I guess. Here it comes. Alright, you can sit here for a minute. We don't have any pumps. Did I pick up enough random junk to be able to make more pumps? Oops, I did. Glorious. Alright, pumps. Out pumps. And then tanks. Alright, and that's going to drain really fast. Yes, it is. Now we can do this. And I only need one pipe coming out of here because this is not going to need to be high throughput at all. Remind me to come back and get my car. You know what? I will just take it with me. That train should be back pretty soon with another load of lubricant. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Direction is this going? Let's try it. Excuse me, power pole. What are you doing there? Now I'm going to spaghetti back down. Okay. Now I think I'm going to line this up with these undergrounds. Is that smart? No, it's not. I'm not going to put it there. Maybe I'll put it at the top. This row. But I feel like that's not going in a straight line, even though it is. Okay, go get in the car again. But don't leave it behind. You'd hook that new iron up as well. Well, way too far in that one. That's far enough. Now we'll bring this down. Knew there's a reason why I wanted to do that right there. Okay, those should now be able to... Yep, they kicked right off. There. Go like this. Oops. Alright, we now have electric engines. Now, bring the car down that way a little bit. Now we can make robots. Hey, robots. Walkie, walkie, walkie. How far the car made it before it crashed into something or ran out of... Yeah, pretty far. So, robots need two... Not robots. Robots need 1, 2, 3 built in. Alright. Steel and batteries are nearby each other on the bus. Oh, we're going to shortcut the batteries in. So steel and electric engines will be on one belt. Both of the circuits will be on the other. And then the batteries are just going to get shortcutted across. Let's pin you. We need 8 of these. Making these. Definitely needs to get moved over, but we'll deal with that in a moment. That. Yeah, definitely needs to go over quite a ways. 1, 2, 3. One more for another belt. I think that's good. 4 of everything every 20 seconds. That's like nothing never. Alright, good. Then think about this a little bit for a second. The circuits need to continue on along with the bots, the frames. But the steel, the batteries, and the engines do not. So if we put the circuits here, and the batteries snuck in right here, like that, and the steel and engines go here. No, circuits go here. Steel and engines go here. Then the bots could go out. I always do this, and then I want to put the thing in the middle. Try that again. You go there. Go there. There, 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 and there. That. Need to remember to start putting these in here, in these random assemblies. Oh, put that one right there, I guess. Okay, so that means that the bot frames will be out here. The circuits be on this belt on both sides. We can copy this now. 4, 6, 8. And then we can make a little bit of space here and then make the bots, one of each. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. And we can bring these in. We can bring them in by doing this, actually. Something like that. And this belt can continue on up that way. No, you don't need that much power. Inserters. I don't know if this is the way that I exactly want it yet. And then we need roboports. We don't have stuff making roboports yet in the mall. That's a droid. Oh, we need to. We can deal with our droids. We haven't dealt with those at all yet. Oh, we need a lube anyway. We didn't have any lube. Now we do. Alright, yep, we can deal with those soon. We need red circuits and electric motors and concrete for those. Go down here to the bus and do some shopping. Alright. Got 2 made. That's enough. For now, anyway. Did I not give myself enough room? I did not. Of course. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just do this. And then we'll put a chest in here for one kind of bots and a chest in there for the other one. Those will go into the roboport. Okay, so when you read the robot statistics on the circuit condition for the robot port. Available logistics bots is X, total is Y. Available construction bots is Z, and total is T. So for this inserter, which is making construction bots, I just want to make sure... I think I just want to make sure there are some available. So, work when Z is equal to 0. Kind of simple, and I may change it eventually, but at least that'll get us started. Just so if there's 0 available, then I want you to insert some bots. Set these to a filter here. And then this one, we're going to do the same thing, but for logistics bots, if X equals 0. So that if there are no available logistics bots, let's add some more to the network. That way, we only make the ones we're actually using. It's kind of a simple method, but it works. I think that layout will work fine. So here, and then this is circuits. Oh, it was flipped around. Oh, because I copied the batteries out. That's why. All right, that's circuits. And then this is steel and batteries. No, steel and electric engines. We have no undergrounds. Make some. Nope, need to go out one more. I like them all to line up. It's kind of pedantic, I suppose, or something. But I do kind of like them all to line up. And steel is down one more. That. Casey, you remember when we were playing Bob's and we were going crazy with the amount of bots that we were planning on making? And we had a massive array going, and we were like, yeah, probably didn't need that many bots made. So what this splitter does is just make sure that an even number of robot frames is able to make it here to the each robot maker as they're made down here. And they are super duper slow, so we will just leave them alone. Alright, so where I want to put... Oh, we can't put them anywhere yet. Steel. Of all things. And now we're out of everything. Make a few more roboports by hand. Maybe we can get some kind of going. I also want to make a personal one. Maybe I should do that sooner. Where are we at with armor? We don't even have modular armor yet. Oh, that's good. You make a modular armor by using a heavy armor. Make one. I like that it upgrades. Handy. Feels like how it's supposed to work. How it should work. And we're going to need a bunch of these made. Ooh, we have never made solar cells. Where's our personal roboport option? Batteries. We have batteries. We have lots of batteries. There are one of each bots. Okay, how far can this go down? Can it go all the way down to where I want it to be? It can. It can. Oh, look at that perfect layout. It goes exactly where I wanted it to go. Couldn't have planned that better if I tried. That is all I have. We'll need to make some more. Maybe we can just set it up in the mall to make, though. So if we want to have portable solar panels be made, we need to make solar cells. Solar cells are made in an assembler with silicon ingots, copper, and green circuits. Now we're going to need these as well for when we make solar panels for the rocket. So it wouldn't hurt to have some of these being made somewhere. I hesitate to bust them because I'm not going to set up a solar farm. I'm probably just going to set up nuclear if we end up even needing more power due to that that ship thingy. But let's go grab a stack of bots now that they should be made. And then let's go down and see what we need to do about almost a whole stack. See what we need to do about Gordon Freeman and whatever else we need to do with the ship. And you are in that direction. Good. Watch out for the trees. I think I have to put one of these in here. Maybe I needed Gladys too. Yep, the Gladys core plus the one construction bot. Okay, that was dumb. Go away, mission control, thank you. And we run back to the base to pick up GLaDOS. Oops. 3. She is camped out over here in the lab. All right, and you go in there too. She is doing something. And here come the biters. And I need my real gun. Here come the biters. I should set up some lasers. So the great thing about the biters being on passive. Oh, you can't. I also have a mod that I can't put them that close to the stuff. I forgot about that. I can't remember what the mod is, but the mod doesn't let you put these things. Very close. That'll work. Pew, 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 pew. Fortran biters. And nope. Nice. Splat. I have the stuff to do this. 100, 120. I don't have near enough iron to do it. This up, pick that up, that up. I think I should probably hang around because I'm sure drive the car a little ways away so that the things stop causing problems. And I don't have any solar panels, so my construction bots aren't doing any good. Let's turn this off. Glad I stuck around. And I need... You know what? I don't think I turned that setting on. Nanobots. That one. There we go. Yep, definitely should stick around just in case. So when we're ready for it, we can extend the rail line. We can pick up this oil, that oil. Ooh, that's a lot of oil. Helps if I shoot with the gun. This is what Peps was talking about, I think. These are large worms, and then there was something about a large spawner too. That ought to be interesting when that happens. Getting that oil, getting that oil, but these two over here are going to be nice too. There's plenty of oil on this map. That one's a good sized one. After we're done with this, we need to stop by oil and put down our radar. I keep forgetting. So they must be coming from the existing spider nests, even though they're on passive. Like, so because they appear to be coming from this direction. That must be how it works. Is even though I have them on passive, they spawn. Like it riles them up from the existing spider nests. I love the sound effect for that too. Pretty awesome. No. Ooh. Wouldn't hurt to get with those. That looks better. This is kind of a boring little thing to have to stand out here, but I don't want to leave. Especially if Peps's hint, unbeknownst to him, was that we're going to get ganked by a huge spawner of some kind. I suppose we could go down there and attack that base, but then they'll just come from this one up here or somewhere else. Presumably. Why we got so many engine units? So we must have to explore some more to find Gordon Freeman. That went well. Yeah. That gives us the portal gun, which would be handy. So we need to do some more expanding, more scanning with the radars, so we can find where Gordon Freeman is. Oh, look, they're coming in from both directions now. Just a few corpses on the ground. Nothing major. We're out of ammo. Go pilfer some more ammo from the Gray Science. Something tells me there will be a big attack just as this is finishing. Oh. Oh, yep, they're there. Awesome. So we got Wheatley now. And I think I will leave these turrets out here just in case there are more biters incoming. It's like a smart thing to do. Alright, so let's head back to the base. No, let's go over to oil and put down a radar. Like we said we were going to do. Then we can head back to base. Yeah, we're not producing anywhere near enough oil for all of these shenanigans. Alright, so what's next? Well, we could work on some science, some more science. Production science is next. We need to go out and put some radars out, so maybe that's the better thing to do. But first, most definitely need to boost our iron production. Or our iron that's connected here. I actually eventually want to convert these two iron lines into copper and just do the iron. Oh, you know what? I need to go get some undergrounds and some belts. All the belts, sure. No splitters. I don't think we really need many. Well, we will, I suppose. Yeah, this is not producing hardly any. What does that look like? It looks like not much. We might even be able to tighten that all down into one belt worth of ore. Start with that. Oops, I just punched the microphone. Yeah, let's do that. This, that, that. So we could put some more of these out now. Nope. There. Do this. Oh, right. Oh, that was all going into steel. We have enough, too much. I think that looks okay. And I'm just, so that with doing this, I'm just going to let this... Leave that alone. I'm going to let this run, or this lay fallow here a little bit. Because it's empty. I mean, there's no... Because the ore is 1-to-1, there's nothing backed up in there or anything. So that's going to connect to the bus. Let's bring in now some of these other ones. Okay, that's good. And where do I want them? I should have that planned out before I do anything else. Okay, this will be the first one. Too far. Knew it would be. But this one, I want to actually get used up first. This one from the other, from the original patch before what gets used in. All right, let's fix this. You now need to be back here. That. Oops. Right to the left. So if I want to make sure this one gets used first, need to bring it in. No. Bring it in on this side. This. An input priority from the right. And then for these, they need to also have input priority as well as output priority. That way they prioritize how they pick up as well as how they put down, or how they input as well as how they output the stuff. Doing some serious imbalancing here with iron use, but I think it's okay because we're just not outputting these as much as we thought we were going to be. No, you don't need to be prioritized. Alright, and then that's the end of the bus. So that should give us a little more iron once it gets caught up to us here. I'm not exactly entirely sure where we might want to... Maybe here would be a good place to send a whole belt in. Like that. Because we're not getting very many of these out. Because the gears aren't making it all the way to the end. Let's check this recipe here. It only needs 9 total, but that's like 2/3 of a belt, and we were only sending a half a belt at most into it. So this would be a better solution. While we're here, let me put a couple of stacks of these away. When I say a couple, I mean more like all but one. Because I don't need that many on me, I don't think. Yeah, so see now, like about 1/3 of a belt is getting through, which makes sense. And that'll produce however many we set it to be, which we might actually need more. We'll have to see when we get these electric engines a little more utilized, because right now all they're being used for is making robots. And the robots are stagnant, which is another thing we could actually do is expand the mall, make it put all the robot stuff in it and do all of that. Rocks. There's some of this mess here. Suppose I could have let the base bots do it. Would have been nice of me. Did we research? No, we haven't even researched purple science yet. Well, I think maybe for next time, we set up a bunch of radars and we take them out and distribute them around. And then while they're doing scanning, we can do the research and start setting up purple science. I think that makes sense. Let's actually find that research now. Science. Purple science needs advanced material processing first. Okay. Let's do that. Lattice test chamber. Fancy. The other thing we can do next time, now that we have lubricant on the bus, is we could set up the science droids and actually start making science droids. Yeah, we have everything we need to make the droid workstations. They need iron plates, iron gears, repair packs, electronic circuits, copper wire, and I'm assuming those are lubricant barrels. They're green, so I'm assuming that's what those are. Gears we can make from the plates. Repair packs we can make from stone, iron, and copper. So if we bring in stone, iron, copper, green circuits, and then if we have to barrel the lubricant, we do. And we just make the copper wire on site. We make the gears on site. We make the repair packs on site. And then we do everything else in. And we can bring some steel in and barrel the lubricant on site. Alright, so I think that's all I'm going to do for today. Phasian, did you want to stream tonight? He may be AWOL. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid. But then we'll call it a night for tonight. Okay. I think we'll just raid The Adventures of Coyote, who's playing Warptorio, which I'm actually kind of interested in seeing. So, thanks everyone for coming by. Tomorrow I will be doing an additional stream during the afternoon U.S. time. And that will be... that'll be actually not included. Probably about 4 o'clock Eastern U.S. time, so that's 8 p.m. UTC. Your mileage may vary, your time zone may vary. It may be earlier, but probably not much later than that as far as start time. And probably for about 2 hours. So, thanks everyone for coming, and we will see you all tomorrow afternoon U.S. time. Bye now.